Hi guys, Scott here from Heretical Games. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on an easy way to airbrush marble. We got requests from Instagram for how we did it through some pictures we posted there. The original system used a black, a red brown, a tan, and a white. Full disclosure, I'm not going to be using those colors today, and I don't actually know how this one's going to come out because it's a bit of an experiment. But if you're interested in mimicking the style I did before, I'll show you the colors I use for that. Today I'm using an Iwata Revolution airbrush to do the spraying. Always make sure you wear the proper safety equipment. You don't want to breathe in small particulates, it's bad for you. And we are going to be spraying a friend's Necron monolith. So come with me on my magical journey. So we're gonna go for a green marble effect today. I'm imagining it a marble mausoleum for this monolith. The first step you're gonna want to do is prime the model black. I'm not too worried about the green on the side here. I think it's gonna blend in perfectly for what we're doing. While the primer is drying, you're gonna want to get a wet nap, like a baby wipe. While it's still slightly moist, you're gonna want to start slowly stretching it out and pulling it. When you finally got it all ready, it's going to look holy and long like this. This is going to act as our stenciling for the veins of the marble. The colors we're going to use today are going to be Relictor Gold for some metallic hints at the very bottom layer, Ulithon Gray, Cerebrite Green, and finally Caliban Green. These will give us enough shadow and highlights in varying green colors to give us that effect. So that's the start of the look. You can see where the gold has covered, but a lot of the black has come through. So I'm going to finish this across the rest of the model. Alright, so the first color has been completely finished. You can see the inconsistent pattern of it that kind of has the effect we're going for. This is the first layer, so it's not going to be as dramatic. Got all the sides done to a satisfactory degree. I found that getting the stencil inside the crystal chamber on top was a real pain in the butt, but it looks good enough for what we're doing. And now we're going to move on to the light gray. This is hopefully going to be the highlight veins for the green going forward. So that's the start of the second color. And we're going to go around and do this to all the sides as well. Alright, so I finished laying down the light gray color. We got all the sides done. The first step with the gold makes it usually look really cool. The second step makes it look a little uglier, but that's okay. It's still a work in progress. We're still going towards what we're after. This time, I'm going to switch to a new stencil just to keep things fresh. And I'm going to go to my light green color. Alright, and that's kind of how stage 3 is going. I'm going to finish this around the rest of it and probably touch up this area right here a little bit. Alright, so finished up the last color. This is the finished product for the airbrushing at least. You can see hints of the gold and the white coming through and some of the black, but majority of it is the green, the two layers of green. I sprayed straight Caliban green over most of it to kind of smooth the whole thing out so it wouldn't be very splotchy, and it ties the whole process together. So you see all the underlying colors. Final step is going to be brushing on or spraying on a glossy coat. So I'm going to use GW's Art Coat and just do this top panel here to give you an idea of how to look in the polished sort of setting. So this is how it looks now that it's got a gloss coat on it. It looks a lot more polished now. The effect is more appropriate than the matte that it had just after the spray. Overall, I think it was a success. The white that we had on the Instagram probably looked better, so there's something to be said for starting at dark colors and working your way up to light colors rather than doing it in any other order. If you're interested in the color combination we used for the white marble that was on Instagram, the first was a black base coat from a spray can. Then the red brown I used was Tuscarora fir, followed by a tan, which was Tularan sand, and finally I used white scar over the whole thing. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any further questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. We intend to do more videos like this in the future, so go ahead and subscribe and let us know if there's anything interesting you want us to try out. See you next time.